On EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points, too.
Under clear, sunny skies, we are ready for football. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Faking the handoff, now Wilson. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Trying again following the sack. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Baker now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Evans, the motion man here. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Russ off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a pickup of 8, and that brings up 3rd and 6.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Wilson. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Trey Palmer on the return for the Buccaneers. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Mayfield. He's on the move. Now he takes it, and he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. There on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Escapes the pocket. taking off with it again. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Got his target. It's Otten. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. The tight end going in motion right. On the give, this is Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. From the gun, Mayfield. This one's taken in by Otten. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running back sent in motion. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate, and we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Russ setting to throw. That throw finds Pickens. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the 23. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, here's Russ. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be 2nd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Steelers with 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Wilson on 1st and 10. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Wilson to throw again. It's caught, Warren. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That throw behind his intended target. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Wilson on 3rd down. Catch is made in close. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This one finds Irving. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. That one on the offense, but declined, so we will indeed head to halftime. And on to Orlando for our halftime report from Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit, but first, time for our EA Sports halftime reports. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's Irving. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Evans, the motion man here. 1st down, here's Baker. On target to Godwin. And he gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's completed right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Godwin sent in motion right. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Godwin, the man in motion left. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That pass complete to Irving. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's the give to Irving. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. The back grabs it. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up. He's throwing for it. It's caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Ross out of the pistol. Buys time, rolling. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Looking to throw. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Looking to throw. Caught by Freiermuth. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. This finds Evans, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Second and 3 now. Running right, it's Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers leading by 5. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Irving on the inside give. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Right back to Irving now. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Once again, Irving. And this one doesn't go far. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. The Steelers offense headed out. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. The throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. So they actually completed the throw there, Brock, but you wouldn't know that by how this play ended. Stuck in their own end zone for a safety.
Yeah, this close to the goal line, you think if there's a safety, it's going to be a sack or maybe a holding call in the end zone. I'm not sure you ever expect a completed pass to end up going that far backward, costing you points. But let's give some credit where it's due. That defense, they were flying to create those 2 points.
Yeah, no doubt. Good work, D. Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers, who take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Out for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.